How's it going, everybody? Level M Diecast bringing you a little bit of Mini GT Monday, I guess we can call this one. We're going to go through a whole slew of new editions of Mini GT. Been a little bit since we've added some of those to the channel. This is number 348. This is the Nissan Skyline GTR M-Spec in Silica Breath. Very interesting color name for this one. Only the second time we've been seeing the R34, but of course there is plenty of more R34s coming. This looks absolutely fantastic. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Mini GT makes the best 1/64 scale Skyline R34 in my opinion. It's just absolutely incredible. This casting is just absolutely impeccable. Just absolutely fantastic. The details, just the execution, the quality, of course, quality for Mini GT is always top notch. Just absolutely fantastic. Just, it's really, really good. And I like the mirrors on the side too. Like, the mirrors are a really nice addition. It just looks really good. It's a fantastic model, no doubt about it. Well, if you like R34s, don't you worry. We do have another R34 here for your viewing pleasure. This is number 397. This is the Nissan Skyline GTR in just plain white. This one looks absolutely fantastic as well, just like the other one. I do like the fact that with the white one, you can just get a little bit more detail in there, just because there's so much more bright light that white accepts, which looks really good. This one does have black mirrors instead of body-colored mirrors, so a little bit of a cool mixture, a little bit of cool change on there. We do like that a lot. It looks pretty good. Of course, the rear defrogger in the back window is just one of those insane details from Mini GT. Just such a good model. It just really looks absolutely fantastic. So definitely like that one for sure. Although I like that gold one a lot better. All right, moving on to some exotic flavor. We do have a Pagani here. This is number 417. This is the Wyra Roadster in just black. This one looks fantastic, really good. It's not the first time we're seeing this casting. It's not a brand new casting, but this one in black and red just looks fantastic. I really like the red lip on the wheels. The seats on this particular one are just set a little bit further up. Normally they're pretty much all the way back against the inside of the car there. For some reason these ones just sit a little bit too far forward on this particular version, so it looks a little bit odd. I wouldn't call that an error or anything like that. It's just a kind of an odd placement. Definitely not as good because the seats just kind of set high. They're almost as high as the windshield in there, which doesn't look all that great. But other than that, the casting looks flawless as always. A little bit of carbon fiber detail on the front, which is pretty good. So definitely like that one as well. All right, going old school Skyline, and not just any old school Skyline. This is the Top Secret GTR VR32 in, of course, Top Secret Gold. This particular one is a Japan exclusive. This one is a little bit difficult to get right now, a little bit pricey, I should say. Absolutely fantastic. Brand new wheel design. Obviously, all these models have their own specific wheel, but we have not seen that particular wheel on the R32. As a matter of fact, it's not even the same casting. This is a completely brand new casting, and it just looks awesome. It looks so much better than the old R32 they had. But, of course, we are talking Top Secret here. Diffuser in the back looks absolutely fantastic. All the deets on the side. Prints look good. The gold's fantastic. I really like those wheels. The wheels look fantastic. Carbon fiber hood with the double venoms, as I like to call them. Really good casting. Really good casting. Really good model. Man, Mini GT's insane. They're just insane. That was number 431, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. All right, number 432. This is the Zonda HP Barchetta in Rosso Dubai. The most common color name for a red color is Rosso, for obvious purposes. This casting is definitely not one of my favorite ones, but it is quite involved. I'm not a huge fan of this. I'm not a big fan of Paganis, to be honest with you. But this one is definitely over the top. And it looks good just because it's so involved. There's so many pieces there. It's got that floating intake above the two front seats there. It's just an insane model for sure. A little bit of detail on the inside. I do like the fact they do some prints and stuff like that on the inside with the blue steering wheel, which is kind of interesting. And of course that nice big wing on the back looks pretty good as well. So not a bad model, just not really my flavor. Not really my flavor. All right, moving on to a completely opposite of a supercar, because it's definitely not a supercar. It's a luxury cruiser here. This is number 436. This is the BMW 750 Li X-Drive in black sapphire. This actually came out a little bit ago. I did miss this release about 3 times in a row, but I was fortunately able to finally pick one up. We will actually see another 750 in this mix later on. But this one, number 436, looks good in black. Brand new casting, first time we're seeing it. It's big, but it's supposed to be big. It is the long wheelbase version, so of course it's supposed to be big. Definitely on the same par as your Continental 4-door, which looks pretty fancy. This one's a little bit bigger, but just barely. But the details are good. It's scaled. We'll put it that way. It's scaled to 1/64 scale, which looks pretty good. So that was number 436. All right, moving on to a racing BMW. This is number 439. This is the BMW M4 GT3 number 1 ST Racing 2022 12-hour Mugello winner. Absolute mouthful for this guy. Brand new spanking casting, brand new race car, brand new GT3 class car. I couldn't be happier. I absolutely love all the GT3 class cars they make, and they're actually going to be expanding on their GT3 class and expanding on their touring car class for this year into next year. MiniGT is really going all in on race cars. This one is very, very nice. The casting is very appropriately sized. Looks very, very good. You can tell it's an M4, but it's, it's not, it's specifically racing. Like, I don't know, sometimes you get a race car and you put it next to the road car, and yeah, it's got the wings and the over fenders and stuff, but usually you can tell they're pretty much the same. These ones are kind of night and day, but that one looks absolutely fantastic, especially the wing detail. It says keep pushing on the top of the wing, which is pretty cool. So definitely like that one. All right, if you thought we were done with the R34s, we are certainly not done with the R34s. This is the fanciest one thus far. This one is extremely difficult to get right now. It is in short supply to dealers, but people are paying ridiculous markups for it. I did not pay the markup for it. This is number 446. This is the 5-year anniversary model for MiniGT. 5 years rolling strong. This model is kind of awesome, and it's kind of digital camouflage, which looks fantastic. It's purple, dark purple, and then of course it's got like a blue color in there, which looks really, really good. Different wheel than the standard GTR, which looks fantastic. There are a couple other versions. They do have a Tokyo Auto Saloon and a Malaysian Auto Show, I believe, version out as well that are kind of similarly camouflaged up, but they are different colors. This is one of the ones that comes in the bigger size boxes as well, so not your standard Mini GT size box. That one is pretty good. That one's pretty good. So very happy with that one. All right, a very first for Mini GT, a true classic car, and not just any car. This is the Lincoln Capri. I think this is like a 51. I think. I don't know if it doesn't state what year it is, but it's a 50 something. And it's the first time that Mini GT is doing something like this. It's kind of weird because this is completely opposite of what Mini GT's core audience is. Their core audience is supercars and exotic cars and JDM and all this other race cars and stuff like that. I think this is kind of a test of them saying, well, what happens if we make a true classic car? And in order to make true classic cars, I feel like they need to bring the beauty of a classic car to the board here, and I don't think anybody can deny that's absolutely what they did here. This casting is absolutely top notch. Absolutely top notch. I did not hesitate buying this. I knew it was going to be absolutely fantastic. This is by far one of the best executed Mini GT models ever made, in my opinion. Just an absolutely fantastic model. I don't know what else they could have put down in the pipelines, but I never thought in my life that Mini GT would ever make a 50s era car in any way, shape, or form, unless it was like a old school race car or something like that. So that was number 448, by the way, and those wheels are incredible. The white walls on there, just absolutely incredible. All right, moving on to exotic flavor. This is, of course, absolutely core Mini GT. Number 449, this is the LB Works Lamborghini Aventador Limited Edition in matte silver. So I can tell you that the matte silver is not quite as matte as you might think. It's a teeny little bit on the shinier side. It's a little bit more satin, I'd say, than matte. But it's fantastic. It looks absolutely good. We love silver. Level M, we love silver. It's just it's an awesome color for a car. This one looks really involved, which is exactly what you want from an LB Works. There's just a lot going on here, and I like the wing especially. There's a lot of nice fine and detail print, essentially on like the B or C or D pillar, however you want to call that back there. That looks pretty good. Of course, you have your LB Works across the windshield. Very, very aggressive front end. Body colored mirrors look pretty good. Of course, that bigger deep dish in the back. Of course, that's just the way it is because it is a wide body. Good old MiniGT and LB Works is old as dirt itself. All right, going to something that has always been out of left field, even though we've only seen this, I think, once before. Might have been twice. I kind of lose track. I have a lot of MiniGT. Number 454, this is the Hyundai Kona in Sonic Blue. Brand spanking new color. This is not a brand new casting. We've already seen this casting before. I like it. Just a real sporty little crossover. Not an SUV necessarily. And of course, they're not making the standard Kona version. They're making the in. And I think that makes a big difference. I think that in order to really solidify their partnership with Hyundai, MiniGT just decided to kind of expand a little bit. However, I really would like to see MiniGT make a Genesis model. That would be fantastic. So maybe that'll happen someday down the road. I don't know, but keep my fingers crossed on that one because I think it would be a great fit. All right, always have Bugattis rolling. Of course, we have one Bugatti in this whole mix. So this one, the Bugatti Centodieci. Can't even pronounce that name, but you guys know what I mean. Just in regular black. The first one came out in white. Again, not a brand new casting, just another version of the Chiron. This car is kind of like if you take a Chiron and an EB110, and then you have a child. This is kind of what this car would be. That's kind of what it looks like to me. It's got a lot of EB110 flavor to it, but of course, you know, retaining the Chiron chassis it's built on. I like the tail lights, look good. Double stacked tail light or exhaust tips in the back. Always a good wheel. Looks fantastic. Steering wheel is a little bit big on the inside, just a little bit. Not too bad, but just a little bit big. But not too bad out of that. 466 is the number on that one. All right. We were not done with the top secret R32. Number 469, this is the top secret Nissan Skyline GTR VR32 in white. So this is the same one as the gold one. Of course, it's just decoed up different. Still has the same nice diffuser in the back. The same, double Venom hood on there. Looks absolutely fantastic. This one looks a little bit better in white just because, again, you can see the details come through. You can see all the angles of the body and all that kind of stuff like that. Looks absolutely fantastic. Just a really, really, really good model. I like the combination of the gold one. I think if this one would have had the same carbon fiber hood on it that the gold one had, I think that would have been perfect. It would have been absolutely perfect. So I'd be super happy with that. But it still looks fantastic. Still has those awesome wheels. And, of course, it is a brand spanking new casting. So definitely going to take that one to the bank. All right, number 471. I did tell you we are going to see another 7 Series BMW. However, this is the Alpina B7 X-Drive in Alpina Blue Metallic. So it is still the BMW 7 Series, but it is the Alpina version. Not a whole lot of difference to it. It does have the same wheels on it as the previous one. Just a little, well, I guess it wouldn't be the same wheels. Same exact design, less spokes on the black one versus this one. Kind of interesting flavor there. I like the blue. Again, this casting is fantastic. Long wheelbase version. Again, looks pretty good. I mean, there's not much to say about it. Just a big sedan. I like sedans. We like sedans here, Level M. So we'll take it. We'll take it. The blue is pretty cool too. Alpina Blue Metallic. All right, moving on to a big old gigantic coupe. This is our first and only Bentley in the mix. This is the Continental GT Speed in apple green with a little bit of detail on the side in black. I do like this. Of course, the Continental GT3 as a race car is my absolute favorite race car. Absolutely love that. The road going cars you see here, not quite as good, obviously more luxury than Go Fast, but this is the GT Speed version, so there is Go Fast under the hood for sure. It just doesn't have all the nice showing on the outside. So number 473 on that one. All right, rolling out with the very last one. Yes, we do have American flavor in here. Don't you worry. There's only 2 American flavors in the whole mix, but this is the other one. Number 477, this is the Corvette Z06 in Torch Red. It's brand spanking new. This one looks fantastic. I mean, the wheels, absolutely fantastic. Nice wing detail on the back. Sits up pretty high. Very aggressively detailed. Looks good. I like the huge splitter on the front. Does have those Z06 side splitters underneath the front doors. So you see that as it rolls around there. It looks fantastic. Get all that detail in there. Of course, the big scoops on the side. Detail down in there for the engine bay. Looks fantastic. Your quad exhaust out the back. It's a nice model. It's a really, really nice model. I really like that one a lot. Z06 Corvette. So there you go. That is Mini GT Monday. What we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and we're just going to roll out with what I think is the best of the mix. Yes, I'm not lying. That is the best in the whole mix. In the whole, I don't know, 15 plus cars, that's the best in the mix. There you go. So there you go. That is Mini GT Monday. I hope you guys appreciate that. Hope you guys like that stuff. I'm glad to bring some more Mini GT. It's been a little bit, so of course we did have a lot. Just getting caught up on the releases, so we'll catch you next time. Don't forget to subscribe, drop a comment. We'll catch you next time. Level in Roadster.